Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Hope you guys are having a great day. My name is Rob. We're going to be talking today about some of the upcoming severe weather for tomorrow, as well as some of the temperature and rainfall chance swings, as well as the upcoming weather for the next week. So, we're going to start by looking at the infrared satellite here. We have this area of low pressure that's been going through. We've had some really nice, um, weird, that we don't really see these lenticular clouds. That's going to be up on the EW website, my section. We'll see those probably later on today, but very intense step we had here the last couple of days, kind of moving off to the east northeast. We have this upcoming step here that's going to be more of the severe weather for tomorrow, so we're just keeping an eye on those. Let's take a look at the hazards that we actually have for now. Let's look at the next slide here. So as you can see, these areas in the red and the tan, these are going to be red flag warnings. This is for portions of the upper Rockies and the upper plains. Drier than average conditions for those areas. We also have a lot of lingering flood warnings from this last big system we had with the training supercells and the storms. So hopefully getting some relief for those areas soon. They definitely need it. Been a very messy couple weeks with that system. But that's really about it. I mean, we have nothing much really going on. Parts of Florida, there's a little bit of flooding as well here, right near like Tallahassee, and then we have some other red flag warnings up here. But other than that, kind of a more of a lull pattern until we get to tomorrow, as we have some severe weather for portions again of the Ohio valleys and northern Dixie Alley. Mostly going to be a conditional tornado risk. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple of them spin up here. As you can see from the 2% area, we have a 2% chance for a tornado. Gonna be really brief spin up if we do get one or two, possibly. Anywhere along northern Alabama, northern Mississippi, Blue Hill, Missouri, northeast Arkansas, most of Tennessee, and southwest Kentucky. So really conditional in terms of tornadoes. So, but the biggest threat for sure for tomorrow's severe weather is going to be mostly the wind. We have a 15% chance of severe winds, non-hatched of course, which is good news. Again, portions of the northern Dixie Alley, southern Ohio valleys, we have that 5% that surrounds it on the outside. So, and now let's look at our hail chances for tomorrow. We actually have another 50% for hail, a little bit west of that wind risk for portions of Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama. So, wouldn't be surprised if this expands a little bit more to the north, possibly with the placement of that low and the placement of the if the lapse rates increase for those areas. So we'll have to keep an eye and see if that changes for tomorrow. As we look into what is this? This is going to be Friday. We have a marginal risk for coastal North Carolina and Virginia. Mostly probably going to be a wind risk, if I had to guess, but maybe like a tornado possibly spin up. I don't think it's going to be mostly a hail risk just because how close it is to the water. We might have a couple of decent like embedded supercells. So watch out if you're in those areas for Friday. And after that, we'll talk about some of the other things we're seeing for the weather. We have this satellite. So right now, as you can see, this is our next system right here. And then we have this other low that comes way down south. And that's where that severe weather is going to be. And then you can see just all that severe weather spread up into New England, some snow. So, could see some snow showers by this weekend possibly. Then you have that other cutoff low, it looks like. And then you have a high pressure making things really warm and stable conditions. Then you have this next low. Could possibly some more severe weather for parts of maybe like Pennsylvania, Ohio. So, we'll have to see if that verifies. So, we have two upcoming systems. We have this system, and then we have the one right after that has the snow and possibly severe weather. So that's going to be this system right here that comes in. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. So there is that. We're also going to talk about the temperature swings that we're seeing here. So this is for the next 6 to 10 days here. We have above average temperatures for parts of Nevada, Pacific Southwest, California, Arizona, Utah. And then below average temperatures here for parts of the upper Midwest and parts of upper Ohio valleys / Adirondacks, parts of Pennsylvania. So if you like spring, you're going to be most likely happy in this gray or the red area. Even this small area in Texas, a little bit of above average pocket right there. So let's look at the next couple weeks as we get into mid to late April. Again, ridging in the west, higher than average temperatures for parts of Nevada, Utah, California, Arizona. that surrounds all the way down to Florida and the southern plains. And then we have this pocket again of below average temperatures for this belt here in the northeast. So if you're in the northeast and you like spring, I'm sorry, but if this verifies, you will have a cooler than average April from the looks of it. Let's take a quick look at the precipitation forecast. As you can see, this is for the next 6 to 10 days. We have this rainier pocket, ports of Texas, southern plains, New Mexico. So not good news, as we could see some more severe weather for these areas. And then as you go east to parts of Florida, we have this pocket of drier than average conditions, really bad for the wildfire risk we've been seeing. So, unfortunately, for the next 10 days, Florida might be seeing some more wildfires from the drier weather. And we saw that with the high pressure that was lingering around. And then for portions of the northern plains / upper Midwest, more precipitation possibly with that Albert Clipper we were seeing on the models. And then for the west, below average precipitation for parts of the western half of the United States. So, and then if we get into the middle to late half of April, we have above average temperatures all the way from Texas all the way up to the northeast, and then below average precipitation for parts of the west. So looks like a pretty interesting pattern. A lot of deviation from the cooler weather and the warmer weather. It looks like this portion of the country is going to see that cooler than average temperatures, and this part of the country is going to see warmer than average. So I think for the next couple of weeks we'll see that pattern to where like all the severe weather is going to be kind of somewhere in the middle, possibly in these areas in the middle right here. So we'll have to see what happens here. It's going to be a very interesting couple weeks. Hopefully a little bit of a lull after that for severe weather. We shouldn't get our next system of severe weather until about the 18th or the 19th. So we'll have to see if that verifies. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Rob. Again, we'll see you guys next time for a new video. If you liked it, make sure you like, subscribe, share with a friend, and we'll see you all next time. And remember to experience the extreme with EWV. Have a good day.